Hey everybody, it's 4:20 p.m. We're here in the Howling Moon Studios in Northern California for another Saturday stream, and this is the beginning of something really big. Starting tomorrow, we're back out on the road for what will be a really exciting spring tour, which folds right into a summer tour, which folds directly into a fall tour. And so it starts tomorrow down in Ventura, which is in Southern California. We'll be playing at the Skull and Roses Festival. This is a Grateful Dead themed festival. We've played there before, and it's a really fantastic event. This year, the headliners are Phil Esch and friends, O'Teal Burbridge and friends, and lots of our friends are there as well. People like Midnight North and Jerry's Middle Finger and Cubensis. It's a joyful event, and it will be streamed. We will have on Moonalice.com our set from 1 to 2:15 on Sunday. That's tomorrow. And I think the entire festival will be streamed on Fans, which is the Relics-owned app that you can get for an iPhone or an Android. And it may even be online on Fans.com. So we hope you'll check that out. And then Tuesday, we're going to be back with a live stream. Well, it won't be live. It'll be a stream of the show that we played at the Felton Music Hall on February 25th. We did not stream that one because we were trying to help the venue sell tickets. And so we're going to stream it on Tuesday, which is the 12th. We'll also be streaming the following Tuesday. We'll be doing the show from Sweetwater Music Hall that we played on the 26th of February. And we're doing both of those to get everybody in the right mindset for our 422 show, which will be at Great American Music Hall. And it is another gathering of the tribe, and we hope you'll all be there. We're going to do our best to make it the most special one yet. Huge set of posters. The magician will be back. There'll be a lot of cool things, and we hope you'll be part of it. So anyway, time for a little music. What do you say? I want to send this one out to Ann. When we met so long ago, we each had plans for the future. Our plans fit together so neatly, it all came so naturally. When it's a happy dream you share, you make it work without a care. Tell yourself you must achieve, you work as you believe that it will all come together in the land of happy endings. When I look into your eyes, I wonder how I fly away. When I look into your eyes, I don't know why I'd fly again. When I look into your eyes, see my reflection in your smile, I can feel unlimited affection. I know now for certain I'm the luckiest man alive. It's time to harvest what we've sown, to live the life we've always postponed. It's so hard to let go. Now we both know the time has come to live for ourselves. When I look into your eyes, I remember why I fell in love. When I see your smile, I remember why I'm still in love. When I spend the night with you, it's magic through and through. Why don't we seize the day, forget our jobs, go out and play? There's still time to move to the land of happy endings. As I travel near and far, I know that time marches on. As I gaze up at the stars, I see how brief our time will be. As I hold you in my arms, we focus on each other. As long as we're together, time slows down and lasts forever. Here we are, you and I, in the land of happy endings. It's time to harvest what we've sown, to live the life we've always postponed. It's so hard to let go. Now we both know the time has come to live for ourselves. It's so hard to let go. Now we both know the time has come to live for ourselves. So I read this thing in the Associated Press yesterday that I guess it was actually not yesterday, maybe 3 days ago. It just completely blew my mind. And the headline was that 1 in 13 people in the United Kingdom, so 8% of the people in the United Kingdom, have COVID. And obviously that was looking backwards, but it's not like they'd all gotten it on the same day. But they were all people who were still still testing positive. But, I mean, that is an insane number. I think it's by a fairly wide margin the most they had. Now, I think the number is beginning to come down, but, so that new infections are actually happening at a lower rate. But it is amazing to me. Here we are, 2+ years into this thing. And obviously people have had enough. And they're just going to basically live with it, notwithstanding the fact that people are getting ill at a completely terrifying rate. Now, in the U.S. right now, we're still in a lull, but there are signs that the BA2 variant might sneak its ugly head in there and make things difficult. And it's amazing to me that we're having such a hard time accepting the notion that we don't control this thing and that we're a lot more likely to beat it if we could all just keep it together just a little bit longer. But it doesn't look like it's going to go down that way. Anyway, this is a song I wrote at the beginning of the pandemic when there was no vaccine and not enough masks and really a lot of confusion. The pulse of drum beats drifting on the wind, growing louder by the day. Warning calls from distant lands, we don't hear what they say. stop the tune. Put your life on hold. Hug your kids, do as you're told. Empty streets where gridlock used to rule. Sirens shout their harsh refrain. The whole town cheers at 7 p.m. Each day feels the same. But it's a different world. It's a different game. It's not too soon to place the blame. It didn't have to happen. We could have been prepared. Many fewer people might have died. But we're stuck with Dr. Evil, and every word's a lie. When the final toll comes in, we'll all know why. We'll all know why. When the final toll comes in, we'll all know why. The story's just beginning, but this much I know. If we want a happy ending, we'll have to write one on our own, on our own, on our own. It didn't have to happen. We could have been prepared. Many fewer people might have died. But we're stuck with Dr. Evil, and every word's a lie. When the final toll comes in, we'll all know why. We'll all know why. When the final toll comes in, we'll all know why. I mean, it's amazing how many parts of our experience of 2 years ago feel like a long time ago, right? I mean, the notion of the, cheering at 7 o'clock for the doctors and nurses. I mean, that was a really big ritual in March and April of 2020, but eventually we stopped doing that. And, I mean, it turns out that Dr. Evil's role in all this turned out to be every bit as bad as I feared, because his people played such a fundamental role in undermining the country's response. Now, I think in fairness, the Biden administration has communicated very poorly, making a lot of things complicated where they didn't need to be. But you know what? That pales in comparison to the bad intent of the folks who've been trying to undermine the response. So, let's go to a happy note. Well, I thought that weeping willow had to cry, cry, cry. Taught the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. Tears a cry for that woman gonna flood you big river. I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Well, I met her accidentally, St. Paul, Minnesota. She tore me up every time I heard her draw, southern drawl. Put up then, back downstream, cavorted in Davenport, and I followed you, Big River, when you called. Well, I met that weeping willow, how to cry, cry, cry. Taught the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. Tears are cried for that woman gonna flood you, Big River. Well, I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Well, I followed her down to St. Louis, later on down the river. Afraid I said she'd been there, but she's gone, Lord, she's gone. Picked up a trail in Memphis, but she just walked down the block. Raised a few eyebrows and went on down alone. Well, I with that weeping willow, how to cry, cry, cry. Taught the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. Tears cried for that woman gonna flood you, Big River. Well, I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Well, I've gotten on down to Baton Rouge, River Queen, roll along. Take that woman down to New Orleans, New Orleans. I give up, I've had enough. Fall my blues on down to the Gulf. She loves you, Big River, more than me. Well, I taught that weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. Taught the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. Tears are cried for that woman gonna flood you, Big River. Well, I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Well, I taught that weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. Taught the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. Tears are cried for that woman gonna flood you, Big River. Well, I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Well, I'm gonna sit right here till I die. I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Yeah, Johnny Cash. One of the really cool things about Anne's musical is that the bad guy in the musical is a bass. So he sings a very low register. And you think about it, maybe in musical theater, that happens once every 2 generations. In fact, I think the last time that there was a prominent character in a musical who had a bass voice, I think it may have been Jesus Christ Superstar. And but bass vocals are really cool, and that's what Johnny Cash has, right? And you know, it's hard to be a great bass, and it's hard to cut through. It's hard to have that really lovely tone, and when people can do it, it's just a beautiful thing. And Johnny Cash, I mean, just unbelievably great at it. And the guy in Anne's musical, Ryan Andes is his name, and he's really special. Operatic training helps. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you're only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you're only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly, into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly, into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. I so love that song. It's, I don't know, Paul McCartney. What can I say? I love this next song too, and I think of this as a Yorma song, but it's really a Bing Crosby tune. They used to tell me I was building a dream, and so I followed the mob. When there was earth to move or arms to bear, I was always there on the job. They used to tell me I was building a dream with peace and glory ahead. Why am I standing in line, waiting for bread? I want to build a railroad, I made it run, I made it race against time. I built a railroad, but now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once I built a tower up to the sun of bricks and rivets and lime. Built a tower, but now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, gee, we look swell, doing that Yankee Doodly-Doo bear. 500,000 boots marching through hell, and I was the kid with the drum. Say, don't you remember you called me Al? It was Al all the time. Don't you remember you were my pal? Buddy, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, gee, we look swell, doing that Yankee Doodly-Doo bear. 500,000 boots marching through hell, and I was the kid with the drum. Say, don't you remember you called me Al? It was Al all the time. Don't you remember you were my pal? Buddy, can you spare a dime? Say, don't you remember you were my pal? Buddy, can you spare a dime? Say, don't you remember you were my pal? Buddy, can you spare a dime? Rather be in some dark color where the sun don't ever shine than to be home alone, knowing that you're gone would cause me to lose my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far on down the track. Well, I'm going away, leaving today, and I'm going and I ain't coming back. I'd rather be in some dark hollow where the sun don't ever shine than to be in some big city in a small room with you on my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far on down the track. Well, I'm going away, I'm leaving today, and I'm going, I ain't coming back. Rather be in some dark hollow where the sun don't ever shine than to see you another man's darling and know that you'll never be mine. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far on down the track. Well, I'm going away, I'm leaving today, I'm going, I ain't coming back. I'm going away, leaving today, I'm going, and I ain't coming back. Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning ride. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, train pulls out of Kankakee, rolls on past houses, farms, and fields, passing trains that have no name and freight yards full of old black men, the graveyards of the rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are you? Cena, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Playing cards with the old men in the club car. Penny a point, ain't no one keeping score. Pass the paper bag that holds the bottle. Feel the wheels are rumbling beneath the floor. The sons of Pullman porters, sons of engineers, ride the father's magic carpet made of steel. Mothers with their babes asleep, rocking to that gentle beat. The rhythm of the rails is all they feel. Good morning, America, how are ya? Cena, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call city of New Orleans. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime on the city of New Orleans. Changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. halfway home, we'll be there by morning. Through the Mississippi darkness down to the sea. All the towns and people seem to fade into a bad dream. Steel rails still ain't heard the news. Conductor sings his song again. The passengers will please refrain. This old train's got the disappearing railroad blues. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, now, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train that goes the city of New Orleans. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Good night, America, how are you? Say, now, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train that comes, city of New Orleans. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. So with 420 coming up, I've been thinking a lot about, old friends, and I've been thinking about Pizza John Smarin. Pizza John was a huge Moonalice fan in all of the early years, a regular attendee of our 420 gathering of the tribe. He lived in New Jersey outside of Philadelphia. And Pizza John was just such a positive force. And because he was there at the very beginning, he fell in love with a whole bunch of songs that Ann sang that went out of the repertoire when she left the band. And so this is one of the ones. I can't think of the song without thinking of him. So, Pizza John, this is for you. Meet me up in Greenport. Play some pool with me. I'll get some quarters and we'll see what we can see. I'll own a beer for you and a gin and tonic for me. Meet me up in Greenport and come play some pool with me. My quarter's playing, and I'm hearing James Brown. Maybe the next one might be Velvet Underground. I got a beer for you and a gin and tonic for me. Meet me up in Greenport and come play some pool with me. The theater district is a long way from this town. There's Shakespeare in the park, so let's bring the curtain down. I'll bring a beer for you and a gin and tonic for me. Meet me up in Greenport and come play some pool with me. Meet me up in Greenport and come play some pool with me. So I don't know if you've been paying attention to what we're doing on streaming, but we put out People Get Ready, the single last week, and I hope you're checking it out. It's such a beautiful recording, and it makes me so proud. And given that Summer of Soul won the Oscar for Best Documentary, and the Chambers Brothers are featured so prominently in that film, that song was one of the songs they played that day. It didn't happen to make the cut, but they did play it that day. And just the whole notion that we're out there playing songs that they played in that venue on that day. And I think we're currently playing 3 of the 6 songs that they played in that set, which is pretty cool. That must have been an amazing experience for them. God knows I would have loved to have been there. So this next one, this is Bob Dylan. I've been thinking about Bob a lot lately because turns out Bob Dylan's really successful on streaming. So I look at this and I think to myself, he's been doing this a long time, but his staying power is really incredible. Nobody feels any pain tonight is lost inside the rain. Everybody knows that baby's got new clothes, but lately I see her ribbons and her bows have fallen from her curls. She takes just like a woman, yes she does, and she makes love just like a woman, that's right, and she aches just like a woman, but she breaks just like a little girl. Queen Mary, she's my friend. I believe, well, I'll go see her again. Nobody has to guess that my baby can't be blessed till she sees finally that she's like all the rest, with her fog, her amphetamines, and her pearl. She takes just like a woman, yes she does, and she makes love just like a woman, that's right, and she aches just like a woman, but she breaks like a little girl. It was raining from the first, and I was dying there of thirst. So I came in here. Well, y'all long-time cursers, but what's worse is this pain in here. I can't stand it here. Ain't it clear that I just can't fit? I believe that it's time for us to quit. And when we meet again, introduced as friends, please don't let on that you knew me when I was hungry and it was your world. She'd take just like a woman, yes you do, and you make love just like a woman, that's right you do, and you ache just like a woman, but you break like a little girl. So last weekend I went by the Guild Theater in Menlo Park, California, which is not too far from where I live. And it's amazing. So they've taken this movie theater and just poured money into it to make it into a great small concert venue, maybe a capacity of 400, which means, you know, slightly bigger than Sweetwater. Slightly bigger than the great room at Terrapin, but only slightly. And beautiful sound system. There's a balcony, lower level. Everything is just first class. And I may have mentioned this. I went and played at the soft opening with Reed Genauer, which is, I don't know, a month and a half ago. But on Saturday night, Midnight North was there. And it was so fun to see them because, you know, because of COVID, we haven't seen each other in a couple of years. And, you know, they're so good, and they just get better all the time. They really know who they are, and they have a ton of material that they've written, and it just makes me incredibly happy to see them succeed. Anyway, they were headlining, and it was a great room for them. I look forward to the day when Moonalice plays there. We hope to do it in the fall. Anyway, this is a song I wrote with Chloe. Santa Hannah winds blow, the hills catch fire, the town burns up like a funeral pyre. No matter what happens, no matter what fails, your doggy will be waiting and wagging its tail. It was a bad day at work in the blistering sun. You busted your butt and the job was no fun. Your pickup got towed, they made you eat kale. At least your dog is waiting and wagging its tail. Whoa, no matter how bad, you may be angry or you may be sad. The one thing you can count on when you get out of jail, your doggy will be waiting and wagging its tail. You drive for Lyft all day and Uber all night. Then you fall asleep at a traffic light. When you finally go home to a bottle of ale, your doggy will be waiting and wagging its tail. Whoa, no matter how bad, you may be angry or you may be sad. The one thing you can count on when you get out of jail, your doggy will be waiting and wagging its tail. You're feeling alone, there's nowhere to go. You wanna move fast, they make you move slow. There's just one cure that never fails. It's a doggy that's waiting, a doggy that's wagging his tail. Santa Ana winds blow and the hills catch fire. The town burns up like a funeral pyre. No matter what happens, no matter what fails, your doggy will be waiting and wagging its tail. Whoa, no matter how bad, you may be hangry or you may be sad, the one thing you can count on when you get out of jail, your doggy will be waiting and wagging its tail. Your doggy will be waiting and wagging its tail. Your doggy will be waiting and wagging its tail. Every year along about this time it all goes dry. Nothing left for love or money that'll get you high. Henry got pissed off and said he'd run to Mexico, see if he could come back hauling 20 keys of gold. Now the road to Acapulco is very hard indeed. It isn't any better if you haven't any weed. Henry's driving hard and straight on twisty mountain roads. 50 people waiting back at home for Henry's load. Now he's rolling down the highway going fast, fast, fast. If he blows it, this one gonna be his last. Come to Acapulco, return the golden keys. Henry, keep your brakes on for this corner if you please. Henry got to Mexico and turned his truck around. He's talking to the man who's got it growing from the ground. Henry tasted, he got wasted, couldn't even see. How he's gonna drive like that is not too clear to me. Now he's rolling down the mountain going fast, fast, fast. If he turns, this one gonna be his last. Run to Acapulco, return the golden keys. Henry, keep your brakes on for this corner if you please. Sunday afternoon, Tijuana, he's a lovely town. Bullfight rings for tourists and their money flowing down. Border guards are much too busy there at 5 o'clock. Henry's trucking right on through, he hardly even stopped. Now he's rolling down the mountain, going fast, fast, fast. If he blows it, this one gonna be his last. Run to Acapulco, return the golden keys. Henry, put your brakes on for this corner if you please. Now he's rolling down the mountain, going fast, fast, fast. If he blows it, this one gonna be his last. Run to Acapulco, turn the golden keys. Henry, put your brakes on for this corner if you please. That just seemed like a great song to play. And what I think is going to be, I think I'm going to have a couple weeks off here because next weekend we're going to be up at the, in Ukiah for the Grateful Easter. And so if you're in Northern California, we're there Friday and Saturday. So there'll be no solo show next weekend. And the following weekend, of course, will be the weekend of Great American Music Hall on Friday night, and then the Odd Fellows Hall in Auburn on Saturday. So given that I will be off on the solo thing for two weeks, my thought is that I had to play a weed song, and so that's why Henry. And this next one, just because I feel like it. I haven't played it for a while. And, you know, it's not, this song isn't for anyone in particular, but it's I'm sort of singing it for all of us, right? Because I don't know if this is true in your immediate orbit, but man, I know a ton of people who've got COVID right now and who've gotten it in like the last week or so. And I'm saying it's not 3 or 4 people. It's like maybe a dozen, including members of our tribe. And, you know, it makes me so sad that we can't beat this thing. And, I think no matter how hard you try, and I think all of us are trying like crazy not to get this, it's so contagious that the odds are just incredibly high that eventually we're all going to get it. And, I think it's important for those of us who've had health issues in the past to do our best not to get it, because the long-term effects they're still figuring out, and none of them look good. So I'm going to do my best to stay clean. So we appreciate if you guys come and see us, particularly if you come to see us indoors. If you wear a mask, that would be much appreciated. I heard there was a magic chord that Elvis played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to your kitchen chair, she broke your throne, she cut your hair. From your lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Baby, I've been here before. I know this room. I've walked the floor. You know I lived alone before I knew ya. I've seen your flag in the marble arch. Love is not a victory march, it's a code, it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. You say I took the name in vain. I don't even know the name. And if I did, well really, what's it to you? There's a blaze of light in every word. It doesn't matter which you heard, the holy or the broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I did my best, it wasn't much, couldn't feel so I tried to touch. I told the truth, I didn't mean to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I kneel before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I want to get Moonalice to do this next song. We'll see if it happens or not. 15 Cadillacs, she said he owned 15 Cadillacs. Guess I believe him. Why not? 15 Cadillacs, no one needs 15 Cadillacs. He should be fine with what he's got. 'Cause all I ever got in a car was a safe ride along. No thrills for me along the way. 'Cause all I ever got in a car was a kiss, good night, so take me home. 7 BMWs, he said he owned 7 BMWs. I guess I believe him. Why not? 7 BMWs, no one needs 7 BMWs unless he parked them where he forgot. 'Cause all I ever got in a car was a safe ride along. No thrills for me along the way. 'Cause all I ever got in a car was a kiss, good night, so take me home. How many wheels does it take to roll along in the dotted line? One steering wheel should be enough. How many other guys have heard your tired pickup rhymes? You're running on empty, lies won't fill you up. One blue car, I only own one blue car. It takes me everywhere I go. One blue car with the key to my soul, built for comfort and not for speed. 'Cause all I ever got in a car was a safe ride alone. No thrills for me along the way. 'Cause all I ever got in a car was a kiss, good night, so take me home. 15 Cadillacs, he said he owned 15 Cadillacs. I guess I believe him. Why not? 'Cause all I ever got in a car was a safe ride alone. No thrills for me along the way. 'Cause all I ever got in a car was a kiss, good night, don't take me home. Don't take me home. Don't take me home. Take me home. Well, another beautiful Saturday. Big show tomorrow. Again, if you can, tune into Moonalice.com at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, Sunday, and enjoy our set from beautiful Ventura, California, from Skull and Roses. And again, Tuesday, we will be, that's the 12th, we will be broadcasting on Moonalice.com and I guess our other channels, the show from February 25th at the Felton Music Hall. That was it was our first indoor show in 2 years. It was really fun, and hope you like that. And then the following weekend, so next weekend, we will be in Ukiah for the Grateful Easter. On the 19th, which is Bicycle Day, we'll be broadcasting the stream from Sweetwater Music Hall that we played on the 26th of February. Again, that show and the Felton show are two that we did not broadcast at the time, so that'll be the first time you can watch those. And then on the 22nd, we'll be at Great American Music Hall for our Gathering of the Tribe. Big deal. On the 23rd, we will be at the Oddfellows Hall in Auburn, California. That will be to celebrate Lester's birthday, and I think Dylan's birthday as well. The following weekend, or actually, no, it'll be one weekend later than that, which is May 7th and 8th. We'll be in Pacific Grove for the annual Pacific Grove Street Fair show, which is called Good Old Days. That's a really great time. And then, of course, the 19th of May, we go up to Seattle. We'll be playing at Nectar. On the 20th of May, we'll be at Get Down in Portland, Oregon. And on the 21st, we'll be at Wow Hall. And then I think on the 29th of May, we'll be at Bottle Rock. So a lot of action coming up. And we will stream some of those shows, but probably not all of them. I mean, again, we're really trying to help the venues succeed. And so some of these we will record and then hopefully play at another date. But we would encourage you to come to the shows. We really appreciate when you do, and it really does matter. I mean, the live music business is a mess, and at our level, everybody's struggling. The bands, the venues, the promoters, the fans. So the best thing we could do is to get together. Anyway, I'm going to close it out with Skull and Roses in mind. Since it costs a lot to win and even more to lose, you and me bound spend some time wondering what to choose. Gonna show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play, now play it slow. Wait till the head deal come round. Don't you let the head deal go down, no, no, no. Well, I've been gambling hereabouts for 10 good solid years. If I told you how they went down, it would burn off both of your ears. Go show you don't ever know. Watch each card play, now play it so. Wait till that deal come round. Don't you let the head deal go down, no, no, no. Since you poured that wine for me and tightened up my shoe, I hate to leave you sitting there composing lonesome blues. Go show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play, now play it slow. Wait till that deal come round. Don't you let the head deal go down, no, no, no. Since it costs a lot to win and even more to lose, if me bound spend some time wondering what to choose. Go show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play, now play it slow. Wait till the head deer come round. Don't you let the head deer come down. Say, wait till the head deer come round. Don't you let the head deer go down. Say, wait till the head deer come round. Don't you let the head deer go down. Say, wait till the head deer come round. Don't you let the head deer go down. No, no, no. Well, thank you very much. What a fun show. By this time next week, the baseball season will have started, which is, at some fundamental level, a really good thing. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. Hope you are too. Hope we'll see some of you down in Ventura tomorrow. And hope to see you, some more of you, the following week at Great American Music Hall. So take really good care of yourselves, and or I guess it's 2 weeks from now, Great American. But we really look forward to seeing you soon. Okay, so thanks to Patrick for producing this, and thanks to all of you for watching. Thanks for being part of this family. Let's all try to stay well. Okay, let's help all our friends get over COVID, and let's try to keep anyone else from getting it. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.